Okay, guys, we're back. It's a lousy day today. I hope sun's out now. Sun's out now. Shopping's all done for another fortnight. Not going anywhere until Tuesday. Got to go to Hearing Australia on Tuesday morning. Now we're going to pipe today. I've just got a sandwich bag. It's an ordinary sandwich bag. I don't have any piping bags. I thought, right, we'll just use a sandwich bag. See how trouble we get into. I've got a dark red, I've got a dark orange, which I've popped in a little bit of pearl alcohol white. The pigment is orange. Let's keep more bloody ready. This resin is very hot resin. I'll have to try and get another one. Okay, up you come. There we go. You sit there for a minute. Now I'm going to go dark. I've got the green painted edge. I thought red push, red first. Now this is an old cheapo mould. It's a very cheap mould, this one. Now we may have to prop him up. You know the drill. But he is cheap. He is a very cheap mould. Now I'm going to go for my orange. Yes, an awful looking orange, isn't it? Just going to go with my orange. Now we are going to prop him up by the looks of it. So we'll prop him up now. Okay, prop him up. A very thin one. Worst one I've gotten from Team U. He's the worst one I've gotten. I wouldn't buy it again if you paid me to buy it again. But I thought, no, I'm going to use it. I am going to use him. But he's very thin. He needs to be propped up. Now, I am going to put a little bit more of that in now. I want to see what it does, actually. I want to see what it does. I don't think this is going to work. I'll be very surprised if this works. Oh boy. Guys, this is hot. Oh, don't do that. No, that's not going to work. We've scrapped that, wipe that up quick. That is not going to work, I can tell you now. Too flimsy. Maybe it's why I'm holding it. Gee, I've never known resin to go so bloody warm. Maybe it's the way I was holding it. I know Julie waits for it to thicken. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. Now, if it falls on you guys, resin, just wipe it down with a little bit of alcohol. Just use your alcohol spray or a wet one. Oh, this is going to be fun and games, isn't it? This is going to be... Oh, come on, scissors. Cooperate with me. They're old. I'm going to have to bite the board and get a pair of scissors. Now, I'm using my left hand. Okay, we're just going to drip it in from the finger. Just drip. It's not going to work, I don't think. Oh, come on, resin. Oh, God, big blobs. Okay, we're going big. Well, that was a disaster. Oh, God. Okay, we'll see what it does. We'll just have to see. We're going blobby. Is it working? This is just a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, we're just going for it. I'm not holding my breath. I am not holding my breath on this one. Okay, let me just pour the rest in that. Let's just pour the rest into that mould. Pour the rest into Mr. Turtle. God, blimey, what a messy bloody job that was. Excuse my French, or Italian, but by jeeves, that did not work. Well, don't do that. Okay, let's get rid of the plastic cups. I think a little bit went on the carpet, but that's all right. Oh, he's dirty. Put him in there. Well, it's doing something. Okay. You don't have to follow what Julie does. He is doing something. Now we've just got to lift him up. See what I mean? It's very flimsy mould. If you see these, avoid them like the plague. Now I'm just going to put a little bit more of that in, push it back. Just push it back a little bit. And we'll see what he does. I'm going to put that in the turtle mould. Just going to put that in the turtle mould. I don't care what this one looks like. I do not care what that one looks like. And for the clear push, a little bit of clear. A little bit of clear just to push it along. A little bit into turtle. That should just about fill him up. That should just about fill Mr. Turtle up. Maybe put a little black backing on him. Well, that may do something interesting. We don't know what it's going to do. We do not know what that's going to do, but don't use a sandwich bag. Do not use a sandwich bag, guys. Do not, I repeat, do not use a sandwich bag. Now he's level. He is level. They came numbered. I don't know why they would come numbered. I don't want to get anything on my new watch. I'm just taking them off. Oh, let's let that do what it wants to do. I got a copper bracelet too the other day. It's got the wispies. What do you reckon? You reckon he'll do anything? I really got to get some shelving put up in this bedroom. Next week we'll go to Bunnings next fortnight. Well, at least we got the wispies. So I don't know what's happening on the other side. We've got the green copper edging, green edge. We've got orange and we've got red, or pink, dark pink. You know, Julie put a drop of alcohol ink in the centre, just to look to see what was going on. I'm just going to do it for the fun of it. I don't think it's going to work, guys. I really don't think it's going to do anything. Now, let's just pop 1, 2. Well, that's a reaction. That's pushing it back. That is, let me turn off the light. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Look at that alcohol ink. Ooh, that's pretty. That's going to be a nice centre. Okay, now we just have to wait and see. We are going to have to wait and see. That did do a little thing. Anyway. But I like the wispies. Even though it was a bad idea. It was a very bad idea. Extremely bad idea. But we've got to work. This resin is better for a straight casting pour. It's my, it's a big 2 litre bottle, is that one. You see it on eBay, grab it, it's quite cheap. It's 1-to-1. It is 1-to-1. I'm going to just put that on the base here. I've got a little clear push here. Let's put it on the base here. There's a few drops. See what it does. See what it does. Look, all resin is trial and error, guys. Do your safety precautions. Put your mask on if you got them. I've got an open window, plenty of fresh air, the fan's going. I was going to put the other fan on too, but I didn't bother with that. I did not bother with that. Today is nice and cool. But the humidity's up, so I don't know if this will bloom on the back or what. I do not know. I'm just putting them in my drawer. Now, I was going to put some other things in, but we didn't make enough. We've had enough of that mould. And that was 3.5 ounces of A and 3.5 ounces of B. So 1-to-1. You know, I bet you that's the best one I have done. How much do you want to bet that's the best one? With all the whites cooperating, even though it was a hot mess, it's all gone wispy, but I think it's sunk on the bottom. I bet you there's too much on the bottom. I bet there's too much underneath. It's going to have too white a bum. Oh well, we'll see. Later tonight. It won't take long to set up. Okay, that's it. Happy hands, happy tangling. Dispose of your rubbish properly. I'm using paper cups. I've only used paper cups. I soon won't be able to get my plastic cups because they won't exist anymore. Yeah, I reckon we have to mould the turtle later too. He's going to have an interesting little backside. Okay, please subscribe. We'll see how he behaves. I wonder if I should swirl it. Oh no, look. Something's happening underneath there. Starting to break up a little bit. Now, I'm not going to put the thing on today either. But I will just to see what that does. That's a bad idea to have done that. It broke the tension. It broke the tension. It was going down that way. She was going down that way. But I can see it starting to break up here. Now whatever's going on here may make an interesting little effect. I don't know. He was definitely starting to go that way. Okay, so now I've propped him up. We've just got to leave him. No spraying. Okay, guys, I'm going to get up, go over to my other one. I've got some chicken, barbecue chicken today. Nice bit of barbecue chicken. I'm just fascinated to see what it does underneath. Use your pipettes, like I was, to make your dots, or a piping bag, but a proper piping bag. That's it. We'll unmould all this later on. Have a look at the turtle. Now, I'll move the turtle over. See the turtle? Look at his. It's got a nice little effect happening. Well, if that works, it'll be a miracle. It'll be a Christmas miracle. But no, do not use, unless it's a very thick, the thick one might work. The thick sandwich bags with the zipper, that might work, but I doubt it. This one's lifting up underneath here. Okay, now let's just wait and see. Okay guys, happy hands, happy tangling, have fun. You see what it's doing? Now you can see what it's doing. It is doing something underneath there. Look at this, around here, up around here. Definitely petals happening there. Okay. Going to be a little mystery. Actually, I'm not going to eat just yet. Maybe about 3, 4 o'clock I'll have something. I had a McDonald's egg and bacon. That tiny. It was no bigger. It was no bigger. I'll show you how big it was. It was not much bigger than that. I think it was $7.98 here in Australia, but only about another couple of millimetres bigger than that. About 6 mouthfuls and it was gone. Just a snack. It was just a morning snack. Well, I wanted, of course. I couldn't get the machine had broken down. You know how McDonald's is. I wanted a... Oh, I can't even say it. It's got the whipped cream in it. I think it's got cream and thingamabob in it. Crushed ice through it. But the machine had broken down today. Of course the machine had broken down. Why wouldn't it break down? I can't pronounce it. It's like a drink. It's a drink. Yeah, we'll have to really wait and see. I'm watching it change. It is changing, but I think this resin is more for casting, more like for making the dragon and straight pour, like for the turtles and the octopus, and it gets very, very hot. Yeah, it's warm. I can feel it. I can feel the warm coming up. But lifting at this petal here in the centre. See that little centre bit there? That is lifting up. That's lifting up. It's breaking up here. These petals here have, these petals over here have grown. They are splitting or whatever they're doing. Okay, I'm fascinated with this one. This one's got my attention because it's such a bad job of being done. Oh, it was a shocker. I thought that would have worked, you know. That sandwich bag, I thought that idea would have worked. And look over here. It's doing something down here too. It's doing something over here. In here, the petals, or the blobs. It's going to be very blobby, I think. But it is doing something today. Now, why you look like you're off centre again. We'll leave it at that. I'm not touching it. I am not going to touch it anymore. Okay, we'll leave it at that. No, it's a very good resin. Billins. B-I-L-N-I-N-S. Epoxy resin. It's from eBay, $139. That one, that size, 2 litres. Oh, that's a few coasters and moulds. Yes, I'm going to get up and leave you behind now. You're on your own. Now don't go leaking over, which I think you are going to do. Hang on, I've got the panic in me. I am panicking now. I can see it moving off-centred. I've just moved my turtle. I can see it's moving that way. Come on. That's too high. Just settle. Settle down. No going over. Oh, it's off-centre, it's off-centre. That's all right. I could see it was going over that way. I can't stop touching this one, can I? Oh, well, that's it. Now I'm going. Bye.